great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs offense will go on the attack first. A lot of the carries today could go to Derek McFall. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he kicks it to the 33. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Jackson will throw. With the catch, it's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Temple's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year.
Turning it on! They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give on the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Going to try to pop one on the screen. To the 10. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They are controlling the ball, 9th play of the drive. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in.
Now, you got to love the effort by this defense. They gave up some yards. They got down, though, to 3rd and goal, money down on 3rd down, and they make the big play. They get pressure, they get the sack, and now it's even better because now you force a 4th and goal, but you backed them up a little bit and made this 4th down harder.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on him.
Looking for a man. It's Chambers. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But
makes the grab and room to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The AT unit on the field.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He's in open space downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wants to throw on third down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. A beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Might have a chance. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Under fire. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
17, SMU 7.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working that left side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And, man, guys, we talked about this guy coming into the game, right? He is good, and he can catch the football. He can make plays. That's his first target on the day. And I think the defense is just as surprised as we are, but the offense definitely got to get this guy more involved.
some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Jackson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the TCU Horned Frogs.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Owls head coach told me at the half, guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Owls right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Owls! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. What a game he's had. Third touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Keeps it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to buy time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Let's see what they've got on second down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Jackson will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Handoff from the gun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Headed to the fourth, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here's the pressure. Caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the point after is good. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity.
There he goes. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Looking for that first down on 30, short from the 28. To the air, it's Chambers. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Mustangs offense is ready to go. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He'll start this drive firing. It's on target and complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A sky-high punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time, and get in a position to win.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying play action. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Running inside. It's Morrow. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it. Receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.